It's been a while since my last video, but I'm finally back to Simple Rockets 2, I mean JUNO New Origins. And there's a career mode now. So, in this series, I want our goals to be to reach the highest places on Earth, and also the deepest, to go faster than sound, and also slower, to break speed records in air, land and water, to reach unexplored places. Basically, to get all the milestones and get to all the landmarks in game. For that, we need technology, which we do not have, and also money, which we don't have that much. That's where this guy comes in. He's going to help us with some connections, and also he is inherited from his grandfather a research company. That's how we will get the technology. So we buy humans and a camera and texts because they are free. And here comes our first dilemma. We only have a few tech points to choose between: the way of rockets and space, or the way of planes, cars, land and air. It's a hard decision. I choose planes. But we still need money and a place to launch our creations. That's where this guy comes in. He's the mayor of this village, high up in the mountains, in the middle of nowhere. He wants to promote the aerospace sector in the region, so he will let us use the location and also give us missions. Thank you, sir. Mucho gusto. So our first mission is going to be the jump. He has a ramp in the village and wants us to jump a distance of 150 meters far away. Let's start. For this, I created a very simple car. I started to accelerate, but it didn't seem to get much speed. And it actually achieved the required distance. We earned 4k but spent 5k with this car. Didn't seem like a good deal, but we could actually recover the craft and get most of the money back. So, for the first mission, it was a success. Now we had two new missions. One to drive between 4 checkpoints, and the other to go faster than 13 meters per second. I wanted to try both at the same time. I realized my car was actually very small, so I decided to create a RC car. First, I tried to complete the speed mission. Which was pretty easy until I tried braking. That wasn't a problem as we already completed the mission, so I could try the other one separately. And I went for the first checkpoint, but I wasn't so careful with my car. I tried again, but this time more careful. Almost flipped the car at the end, but managed to get all of them. And the last one was close to this statue. Now we had another checkpoint mission in the village, one to drive up a mountain, and last one to achieve even faster velocity. I wanted to make two of them, the speed and mountain ones. Went for the first one, which was okay, and this time I was more careful with the brakes. Now we had to go up there, so I turned back and go towards the peak, which ended up in tumbling my car. Again, wouldn't be a problem as we already finished the first mission. I tried again. And again. And again. So I decided to make some changes in my little car by increasing the gear ratio so the car would go slower but stronger. Went one more time and things seemed to go pretty well. I got to the top, and the view was actually pretty nice. We already earned a good amount of money and tech points, so I unlocked the wings and a few plane related technologies, and also better wheels. Now with 3 new missions, checkpoints with limited time, one to test out a route around the mountains, and an endurance mission to make a craft drive for 5 kilometers. It was actually perfect as both the endurance one and the short road required 5 kilometers. So I accepted both. For this, a small RC car wouldn't be enough, so I created a bigger one. Then I started. Everything was going great. Too great, in fact. Until I reached our first problem. The car didn't have enough force to go up the hill. So I made the same alterations as before, increasing strength, reducing speed by increasing the gear ratio. And then I went. And it had just enough strength to go up. With a few minutes, I reached the last checkpoint, which had direct view to the village. And now I wonder, why couldn't we get this route? It seems to be much shorter. With more money and new missions, and now a mission to fly. And one to go even faster than before. My idea was to hopefully achieve both at the same time. And now, of course, an RC car wouldn't have a chance for this mission, but I tried anyway. And it was so close but didn't reach the first checkpoint. but at least it flew pretty well. My landing though wasn't that great. So I actually designed a glider plane. It was too expensive with beautiful wheels, so I went with these. Wasn't that great, but I tried. Didn't reach the land speed for the first mission, but was just good enough to get the air checkpoint. And also flew pretty well. I need to improve my landings. We still had to finish the speed mission, and I now accepted the previous checkpoint 1. I designed a fast car that wasn't fast. And also realized I was spending much more money than I would earn, and this car wouldn't probably survive after jumping the ramp. So I made it cheaper, and it actually worked. And later got disintegrated in the floor. Now I focus on the checkpoint mission, improved the tires, but they were too fast. Made it slower, but the brakes were too good. Then I actually used the first RC car and was more careful this time. And it worked out perfectly. After that, I made a series of bad decisions, accepting all the missions and unlocking parts I wouldn't actually need now. And I had to fly at 0.1 Mach for one of the missions. And the plane was just good enough to make it. I accepted the harder version of the mission and failed. Tried using the new parts and failed. And again and again. So I tried the land speed mission that required 111 meters per second. Designed a very ugly car and tried. It was very far off actually reaching the required speed. But then I remembered of something. The way of the rockets. It could actually help me now. I had enough tech points to unlock it, and it provides the solid motor that can accelerate quite a lot, but still wasn't able to achieve the desired velocity. And I tried and tried again. decided to change focus again and try the solid motor on the plane, which at the start seemed to be a bad decision. But with enough tries, it worked. The plane didn't land this time. I gave the speed mission a last chance. And another last one. This one flew pretty good. I decided to give up this mission for now. And now the last mission of today. Because of the rocket parts, we now had a vertical shot mission that basically requires to go up over 20 kilometers and sideways over 500 meters. I created a simple rocket, saved it, and launched it. This was a very relaxing one. And it just fell out of the village, enough for us to finish the mission. Earning more money and a few tech points. That was it for this video. Hope you like it and see you in the next one. Ciao ciao.